For those few still flying into England, get ready. The rules are being tightened from Monday. Anyone coming from a so-called red list high-risk country will have to go into government-managed quarantine hotels for 10 days. But even from other countries, travellers will have to take 2 tests while isolating at home. There'll be fines of up to £10,000 to enforce the new system, and even...
We're also coming down hard on people who provide false information on the passenger locator form. Anyone who lies on the passenger locator form and tries to conceal that they've been in a country on the red list in the 10 days before arrival here will face a prison sentence of up to 10 years.
But what about the countries where you just might want to take a summer holiday? If these rules remain, it'll mean a lot of extra aggravation and cost for anyone planning a getaway to the sun. Say a family of 4 wants to go to Spain. First, they will all have to get a PCR test before they fly. With those tests around £125 each, that's a total of £500. Before flying home after the holiday, they'll each need another one. That's another £500. And the family would then have to isolate at home for 10 days. And in that time, take another 2 tests on day 2 and day 8. That's another £1,000, bringing the total cost of those tests to around £2,000.
It's a bit of a blow, unfortunately. I think earlier on in the year, maybe the start of January, as the vaccine programme was rolling out, and there was great optimism then that things would actually, by the summer, be a very different scenario. And all of a sudden, we're in a very different position now. There's no way that people are going to take a holiday or go abroad with that kind of additional cost involved.
Wales will follow the same rules as England, but the Scottish government's gone further, saying arrivals from all countries will have to go to quarantine hotels. This has been the policy in Australia, and it's been kept in place even as infection numbers there have been brought right down. And some analysts here say that shows the need to keep border controls for some time.
We need to get control at the borders. When you get the numbers down, of course, it's an ideal situation because you're going to stop reseeding of new infection and you're going to stop the variants coming in.
Right now, jetting off on holiday is simply illegal. That may change by the summer, but it still could be risky, aggravating and expensive.
Well, Andy's live in Westminster for us now. Andy, a crackdown on arrivals from those red list countries then. And we've also had an update on the quarantine hotels they'll have to stay in too. Bring us up to date on that.
Yes, UK residents who've been in those high-risk countries, mainly in Southern Africa and South America, will now have to check into a government portal before they fly back into the UK, and there they'll be allocated their quarantine hotel where they'll have to stay for 10 nights. They'll be tested twice while they're there. They'll have to test negative before they're allowed out, and they'll pay £1,750 for the privilege of doing so. Now, the government says that they've done a deal with 16 hotels. That's 4,600 hotel rooms. That kicks in from Monday, but they'll probably have to book some more because by their own estimates, they think 1,500 people a day might have to be accommodated in this way.
All right, Andy, thanks very much.